guess, accurate to say that through your music, that's part of the legacy you want to leave?
Yeah, it is. One of my goals is to be able to, like, own my music, like not have, a label or somebody else own my music, but own my music, and then be able to feed my their kids through it, like leave like an estate for them to where if anybody uses my song on anything 30 years from now,
You get the rest.
we're still getting paid.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the process to getting that done or that happening?
Well, if you make your own music, you own your masters until you give the rights up to somebody.
Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody sign over the rights?
I was gonna ask because
Contract
we've talked about this
stipulations.
before, to where what was it? Chris Brown got his master. That's what the conversation was, and I'm like, wait, what's that? What does that mean? They're like, he owns his music,
Yeah,
but
he
it
owns
took
the
him
music.
years for that to happen. So, or not everybody does it, which to me is like, well, if that's the compensation to owning your music, why doesn't everybody do it? I guess is my question.
I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of knowledge. Maybe it's a lack of. You gotta understand, some of these people go from having nothing to having everything, and in that process, somebody puts a stack of money in front of you, and you sign a piece of paper. You don't really understand what you're signing.
Okay.
Like within that contract, there may be a clause that says, "Hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars, but we own the rights to your masters."
Okay.
That's why, I don't know if y'all heard, but there's been like reports and like interviews that come out, and they say the artist is the lowest paid person, like when it comes to music, and that's just because, like, to be honest, they get screwed over.
Right.
Like within the contract, they're given the budget, they think, oh, I'm balling, but like it's really a loan. Like, we'll give you $100,000 just to put a number out there, and you don't realize that $100,000 is going to pay for your producers, is going to pay for your studio time, is going to pay for your videos, is going to pay for your
touring and all of that.
Well, not even that, but like it's going to pay just to get the album done. You know what I mean? Out of that comes marketing, comes all of that, and then like at the end of your album, like you spend all the money. Now you're $100,000 in the hole. Your album comes out. The first $100,000 that you make goes to the label. Like, it doesn't even go to you.
What do you have in mind or in place to help you along that process?
Combat that. We
I'm
are
like,
our own
his
label.
glasses, his eyes, he can read the fine print.
Like, we are the label. Like, when it comes to like me and Devontae, we split everything down the middle. We put the music out ourselves. There is no middleman.
Okay.
That's the beauty of technology. You have companies now like DistroKid, Bandcamp, and like SoundCloud. All these different companies that let you directly from the creator to the consumer. There is no middleman no more. Like Jay-Z says, the Wild West really is. Like, there is no standardized form for you to do things. It used to be back in the day, the only way you were going to get your music out is if you had a huge machine backing you up.
Right.
And like, you don't need it now. You really don't. And like, the money that we make off of the projects we put out comes directly to us, and we split it down the middle.
Good.
So there isn't a person in the middle that's like, oh, I'm gonna give you this much, oh, you're gonna get this much, and I'm gonna take this much.
The first time I heard about that whole this whole complication with money is I don't know if this might sound childish, but when Remy Ma was putting down Nicki Minaj, and she was saying like, dude, they're pimping you out, and they're the ones getting the money. And I did see the difference when she was first going on tours, when she was big. She had so many singles out. She was pretty big, but then the quality of her tour was like, that's weird. It was just off.
I mean,
it just made sense.
I guess it depends on each artist. Like, Nicki Minaj is a household name. Like,
it is, but you would think that she would have more money than she would actually be able to.
I mean, I don't know, like, her budget and stuff like that.
The drama was that Birdman was getting most of it. Birdman, Lil Wayne, and plus again the expenses of making music.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the best example I could give is like Slim Thug. When Slim Thug put out, they did a compilation album with the Boss Hog Outlaws, and they put it out through, at the time it was Koch Records. from my understanding, they had like 85 to 90% of the album done when they went to go work out a deal. So the money was already spent. What they got from that deal was money in their pocket. So it's about business. Like it's not just about creating. You know, you have to know a little bit of the business side, and that's where I think a lot of us lack at.
Okay.
You know, we don't, either we don't take the time, or we say we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But it's hard to tell with bigger artists. You know what I mean? Like a Nicki Minaj, like a Cardi B, because their influence is so huge, their reach is so far. Like you can't really say what their contract is unless you actually know.
Right.
You know, and even the comment I made about what Slim Thug did, though it being positive, I don't truly know. I wasn't in that meeting. You know what I'm saying? This is just something that I was told by one of the engineers, just giving me game.
Right.
Like, look, this is what they did. Like, you should think about doing something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
And in our situation, like, it's just two of us. Like, I do everything when it comes to production. Like, I make the beats, I record the vocals, I mix the vocals, you know what I mean? Like, he does his own writing, he does his own rapping, like, and then we put out the marketing ourselves. It's like the first project that we did together, which is Still Waiting, we ended up being a top 20 project on the Houston Press.
Cool.
That year, yeah.
Was it last year?
No, 2017.
Okay, 2017.
Yeah, 2 years ago. And we put no marketing behind it. We just, we're gonna make this project, we're gonna put it out.
So you put it out on what?
Yeah, I was gonna add. What's your
We put it out everywhere. Like, it's on Spotify, it's on Amazon Music, it's on Tidal, it's on SoundCloud. We put it out on SoundCloud ourselves.
Okay.
But like the distribution services, like they put it on Apple Music, they put it on iTunes, they put it on all those platforms. But yeah, that was with no marketing whatsoever.
Cool. That's just straight audience.
Yeah, straight from us to consumer.
Awesome.
So that was dope. And
Yeah.
we didn't shoot any videos for it.
How did that make you feel?
It was it was a confirmation,
Right.
like, for us, like, okay, we're on the right track.
Right.
Let's keep
We're
going.
doing something right.
Yeah. And so with this album that we're gonna put out here within the next 2 months, I think June, that's a date we're thinking, the month we're thinking. It's Omit the Logic is what it's gonna be called. You know, we're talking about marketing. Like, all right, we've put out 3 projects. Let's go over what we've missed, where we haven't hit, and in conversation we're like, okay, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do that, and that's what we're in the process of doing.
Okay.
Merchandise, visuals.
So the album is done?
It's done.
And the last piece is what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
that, and like I'm in the mixing process of it right now, like mixing the tracks and getting them, polishing them up.
You're saying it's just your laptop of equipment, man, but I see here, like, what are these things? Like, I know it's a keyboard, and then the mic.